Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of Coach's Corner. We all know what season it is, basketball season. And also, it's almost a holiday, you know. If there's one thing this guy knows, it's about splashing threes and Christmas trees. So we're going to give you a little conversation here with some of our girls varsity basketball stars. And we're going to work through some of the great things going on this season and what our expectations are. Maybe what's next for these ladies once they leave the nest as well. So we'll talk about a few different things. Let's start to my left immediately, and let's do some introductions.
I'm Amara Evans, and my position is shooting guard.
I'm Jocelyn Demay, and I'm point guard.
I'm Sophia Aguero, I'm center.
I'm Coach Eric Munderland, and I'm the coach.
Well, Coach Eric Munderland, why don't you bring that thing a little closer to your face so we can hear you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
I'm Coach Munderland. I happen to be the coach.
All right, I like it. What were the goals we set this season, Coach?
More than anything, just be accountable, be intentional, and just everything we do has to have maximum effort. And discipline, gotta have discipline on and off the court.
Yeah, I hear you guys talk about that a lot, which is interesting because you're a super fun team to watch. You get excited, and when you win, you get real excited. And so I think the crowd enjoys seeing you guys play. How does that discipline, how does that translate into success on the court? Go ahead.
By coach disciplining us and pushing us.
Well,
to do our best.
let's think about it as like self-discipline or team discipline, right? Like, let's not think about it like Coach is mad at us who ran stairs, right? Let's think about it like, what are you doing internally that makes you effective or whatever for the girls, for your teammates?
I just push us and push us all to give it our all.
To the motivator. I love that. It's my favorite person on the team. What about you?
I would say probably the same thing. Like whenever we have discipline, I think we play better as a team.
She's one of our captains.
Oh, okay. I like that. So you're in charge?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Sophie, what do you think?
I think by having our discipline, I feel like if when we have discipline, it like motivates us to like do better. Like when we're like playing, it like shows compared to different teams. Like you can tell how a discipline our team is compared to the teams that we play. Not only on the like the boards, but like in general, like just looking perspective wise.
No, I like that. And a winning team recognizes the strengths and weaknesses in other teams. So I think that's critical. Basketball is different, I think, than many other sports where strategy can be done 7 or 8 seconds at a time. You guys are in a never-ending, it's why we call it the motion offense, right? Like we're in a never-ending, never moving, or never stopping cycle of events. And everybody knows it's not a hard game, right? Everybody should know what the goal is. There's only 5 of you to worry about. So the fact that you can, in an instant, break down a defense or break down a press, which is what gets, I think, a lot of teams, young teams, I think that's incredible. The fact that you recognize that, I think, is also incredible. Coach, what do you want to say about that? Because your eyes lit up when she said that.
Well, it's just simply the truth, and for me, it's great to hear their not only their acknowledgement of it, but their understanding of it. Because as we're disciplined, that we can execute better both offensively and defensively and as a team. So kudos to the ladies for their IQ and understanding.
That's a big word, basketball IQ, right? We talk about that with professional athletes all the time and college athletes. Any of you ladies plan on going to play ball in college? I know you're thinking about a different sport, right?
Yes.
You're thinking about playing volleyball in college.
Yes.
What's different between volleyball and basketball as far as strategy goes?
I think
You play volleyball too, right? Are you on the volleyball team? No? All right, go ahead.
I think it's like a lot more like obviously for volleyball there's an IQ of like where to place the ball and all that, and I feel like for basketball it's the same, but it's just like you have to be more vocal during basketball because you have to like if you're a point guard you can see the court better than anybody else on the team. So it's just like you have to be more vocal I think during basketball than it is during volleyball.
Okay. although you guys talk pretty good in volleyball as well. You had a very great season for that sport too. Let me ask you a little bit of a different question. How hard is it to go from playing one sport and then switch gears in your mind to playing another sport?
I don't think it's too difficult. I just think I know I have to push myself in more sport than the other because for basketball it takes more of my physical energy and my mindset.
Coach Gilmore, earmuffs.
But for volleyball, I mean, I can push myself, but I know that even if, say, for example, I'm not giving my 100%, I know, actually, no, let's say that. If I do give 100% and say that it's not like full 100%, like full potential, that I can still push myself versus basketball, I feel like if I don't push myself enough, then I feel like I just won't really do good that much.
All right. What about you, Captain? What's
The difference between your other sports.
other sports that you play?
I think nothing really. I think basketball helps me because I play soccer after and we condition a lot in basketball, so it's not really much of a switch because it's still running in soccer too.
Yeah, and soccer, I guess, kind of is a combination of a little bit of those two sports.
There's some dribbling in soccer.
Yeah, you just use your
With your
feet.
Just your feet.
Yeah.
But you still have to have that field awareness, right? You still have to be able to react immediately and on the fly. You got to know who you're passing to, kind of thing, right? I'm sure we do that in volleyball a little bit as well. Like we figure out who we're serving to. You know, I know the game, but yeah, that's great. What are your after-school plans? You got anything big? What are you a junior or senior?
I'm a junior.
Okay, so you got one more year to decide. But what do you want to do next?
There's a variety of things. I can either go to community college, so I can be in a dental hygiene,
Mm-hmm.
something.
Dental hygienist.
Or I can just join the military and get the benefits, and then move that into ENT, and then
If you're doing the military, you could be a doctor.
maybe
You
ENT.
could. Don't pay for it. All of it.
I don't know. I just really, because I've seen like a lot of shows, and I just really like all the action, like they take
Okay.
and then
She wants to be the first one to pull up.
Is she the
help
defensive player
them
on
and
the
then
team?
give.
How did you know?
She likes conflict. That's how I know.
Yes,
Okay, I love that.
she loves it too.
Kat, what do you want to do next? Are you a junior or senior?
I'm a junior.
Okay, all right.
I want to go to A&M and I want to do 3 years there and then maybe transfer to a better school so I can get my law degree and then I want to be a lawyer.
You like to argue? See how you go?
Mighty, yes. Everything's an argument.
Right.
She has to explain it. Well, this is what I was thinking. No, because, yeah. Everything.
Where were you this morning when I decided this was going to be my outfit?
Yeah.
You could have argued me out of this. My goodness. What about you?
I want to go to college, but I'm trying to go for volleyball.
Okay.
So I have to start like doing stuff for like to email the colleges and all that. But I also want to go to school to be a wildlife biologist.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's big time.
That's huge.
You know, we talk about preparation before a game and what we have a game plan, right? We have talk us through that process, Coach, and I'll get to my point.
Well, it's usually depending, of course, our preparation is determined by who we play. Team with stronger guards, we try to make sure that the ball's out of the guard's hand because if they have a good guard, then they can set up their offense. Teams that we know are great rebounders, we emphasize, hey, we got to control the boards. Teams that we play slow, we want to speed up. Teams that play fast, we want to slow them down. So it just kind of depends on the team. And once we understand what team we're playing, watch a little film, look at their record and how much they score, then we determine, okay, who starts, who's going to be where, because that gives us the advantage. The great thing about our team is that we're so versatile as far as speed, height, shooting, dribble capabilities, and defense, that we can play small, we can play big. We can play just a big combination with Myra being the smallest one, shortest one on the court, or we can go all small and speed it up. So it just kind of depends, but we do
Too
pregame.
short?
No, she's shorter than
What's
me.
that?
Well, I mean, shortest one that's on the court.
Oh.
She's the shortest one on the team for sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But if in that 5'7", she would be the shortest one.
So, and the reason I asked you how you all prep and you're thinking about this, you know, if you're the captain of the team, or if you're the starting five, or even you're the sixth man, six woman in this case on the bench, right? You have to be aware of all this stuff. You have to know how it all works. So, do you know who the complicated, great, powerful shooting guard is when it comes to colleges?
Mm,
That's your admissions office, right?
mhm.
So, well, the number one thing they're looking for is your SAT, ACT scores, right? And your GPA. That's 1 and 2. So, for you, when you think about life, you got to take the ball out of the hand sometimes. And what that means is that you have to use all these extra talents and skills that you have to make yourself marketable to get into the programs that you want. Even if you go into the military, they don't take you in any old MOS that you want. They take you in the ones they have highest need for first, and they're going to try to convince you this is where you should go. Right, so you have to have that game plan for life. You have to be thinking about it. This is what I love about athletics. It prepares you forever to take on the challenges that will be thrown at you in the game of life. You know, they'll still be thinking about everything that you did in high school until you die. I'm telling you, you'll be thinking about it forever. I still dream about dunking a basketball, and I'm just too old and fat to get up there anymore. You know, I'm 45. I haven't dunked a basketball since I was 23, 24 years old.
It's my needs.
It's a long time to have that dream. So everything that you build, the memories, the relationships, all this stuff is supposed to carry forward. And that's why I think that, you know, athletics are so valuable.
Yeah.
What makes athletics most valuable to you? What is it that brings you to it? Because you play with multiple sports. You all do.
I mean, athletics helps keep me fit and discipline. I mean,
Good.
the way Coach
Good.
Soffit has it, he teaches us discipline, like for ourselves, and like to be disciplined to help your players, kind of in a way, like to push other people
Sure.
and to motivate them, and to also have a connection with them, like just everyone,
The connection to your judgment.
just everyone just come together and be as one.
You sound like a military girl. I'm honest, like, what we realized really fast in the military is you're not there because, you know, Uncle Sam, or you're not there because of the flag, or you're not there because you want to do something for your country. You very quickly make bonds with people because you have to get through the tough stuff that you do in the military, right? And so that connection is critical to be successful out in the war, or even just back in the motor pool, making sure you get everything done before the weekend. You know, nobody wants to work the weekend. So I think that's going to transition well for you if you do choose that route. What is your favorite part about being part of the team? Don't forget your microphone.
Oh, yes. I like the bonds that you create whenever you play sport, but also I feel like if you have like good coach, I think we have good coaches. I think it helps you too, because like a lot in practices or like in a game, like Coach Marlin and Coach Camper or Coach Soffit, they'll just be like in real life, like they turn it to in real life, like they'll change it. They're just like not only in athletics but like in real life, and they'll just switch it, so it helps you think about like not everything is a sport, you know?
Yeah. Anything you can apply that you know to something else that you may not quite know will help you get through that quicker and easier. I like that approach. Sophie?
I think athletics teaches like he teaches us to have like mental toughness a lot during athletics, to like push ourselves to like be better than what we are, like to give our 100% no matter what. And I think that really helps on the court, in any sport too.
I like it.
I like it.
Those are all three different things, but they're all three very valuable things when it comes to, you know, the next level, whatever that is for you. What are your thoughts, Coach? What's your favorite part about coaching the game? Because you keep going back. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
No,
I
he
don't
told
know
us
why.
why. He said
Every
it's
year I
'cause
say I'm gonna quit. Every year I find myself back here. No, honestly, I just enjoy being able to have some sort of effect on the life of those who I get to coach in whatever capacity. I remember what a coach did for me, and sometimes it's not the X's and O's. Sometimes it's just they were there. You know, just a common face, a visible face. Someone who rooted for me, someone who would push me and say, "Nah, we're not gonna let you do that. You got too much potential to do that." And so I remember the times that worked for me. And so as an adult, it's always about finding a way to give back. So that's what we do. I absolutely love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy coaching here. I enjoy the girls, even though they get on my every last nerve. But I wouldn't trade it for anything else. I really wouldn't. And this year we've adopted a phrase: doing the difficult separates us from what's common. And so our whole approach is, hey, it may be difficult, it may hurt, it may get a bruise on the knee because we got a 50-50 ball. I may be tired, but if we can just consistently do the difficult, we won't be common.
I love that. Set yourself apart, right? And it doesn't, there's a lot of people that maybe don't like that philosophy about athletics. It's all about winning and this and that. But I don't really think that's the point. I don't think any of us think that's the point. Really, the mentorship piece that you touched on, you're going to find periods in your life, all of your girls that you coach and or the students that I teach and the staff that I mentor, you're going to find people that you're going to be down, you're going to feel like you're out, you're not going to know what to do, and a mentor that you may not even know is in your life is going to show up and they're going to change your life forever. And it happened to me once in the military, it happened to me once in high school, and it happened to me once again in college. And then I guess, it happened to me again when I entered the workforce. So I can really look at 4 people in my life that made me who I am, right?
Yeah.
There were thousands that tried to make me somebody else. But there were 4 in my life that tried to make me who I am, and that's they won, they win. Right?
And you remember them today.
Yeah, every story, every conversation, everything,
Yes.
and you never lose that stuff. So I think it's critical.
I think ultimately that's what it's about. Do I want to win? Absolutely. Do I want to us to have the record of championships on the girls' side? Do I want us to outwork and outdo the varsity boys or the boys program? Absolutely. But none of that ranks higher than just the ability to push them to be their best in whatever they pursue. Giving them the extra push that says, hey, no, we're going to do this. We're not going to do that. Prime example, they'll all tell you, I have a rule. My rule is don't let the people call me. My rule is don't let the people call me. The people is the administration and the teachers. Because if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, that means we're not disciplined students, and that's not acceptable. Get the books, get the grades, do our best, because this carries into the next phase of life. What we do now carries into college, to the workforce, it carries into relationships, it carries into everything we do next. So if I can master it now, when I have to use it, it's easy. So I'm hard on them. We got to be disciplined. You got to be focused.
Living in the moment's fun sometimes, but if you don't always have a goal or a plan or a next step, it's hard to really give 100%, right?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not sure what you want to do in 6 months or 5 years or 5 minutes, and then why put a whole lot of effort in the moment? So you kind of miss opportunities a lot. We all do it. Everyone does it. We miss opportunities all the time because we don't have a specific goal. I try to have a personal goal. I try to have a professional goal. I try to have a fitness goal. I try to have something that I'm always working on. My goal today is to get out of this suit. But, I try to have something always that we work towards. So what are we working towards? What does the perfect season look like for you girls this year? What do you think?
Us winning state. And
Okay, I hope.
pretty much us winning state. Just want to go through all our games, win them all.
What's one key thing you have to do in order to beat out whoever your opponent is? What do you think it is? What is your biggest challenge to do?
Work hard and work together.
Okay, I like that. Okay, go ahead.
I think we need to come together more as a team, which is like our last.
Well,
few
what's your goal
practices.
first? What do you think?
Oh.
What do you think makes this season work for you?
Probably us working together, like just feeling more of a team. Because like not all of us have played together like in the last few years, but we're trying to get there in our last few games and our last few practices. I feel like more people are being vocal who are usually quiet, which is like what we need. Like we need people to talk. We can't just have a quiet court. And I think when we get to state, I think we'll do good because like even now we're building and like we're getting better. Like every practice is better, and so I think we'll do good.
All right, I love that. What are yours? What's the perfect season to you, and how do you? What's the perfect season to you, and how do you get there?
I think a perfect season is for us to stick together as a team and like keep being motivated throughout the season. Because I feel like farther on into the season, a lot of the times some athletes like they get like exhausted and drained, and like their motivation to do the sport like goes down a little bit. So I feel like if we all stay motivated and to help each other, it'll keep us good for the season. So when state comes, that we stay disciplined and motivated.
Holiday break is hard on that for the sport.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my God. After Thanksgiving, I come back and I'm like, you had too much turkeys and hams. I can see it. You're running and they can't breathe and they're huffing and
That was so
puffing.
bad. It was like one donut back, we were done.
Not to mention they don't have the best diet. These hot Cheetos are killing
Yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about that.
me.
I do not sell them during the school day, or maybe I do. I
Yeah,
think- I was hoping I was better than that.
it's okay. We appreciate it.
What are your final thoughts? Coach, we'll start with you.
I think these are just a very unique, and I said this at the beginning of the year, I think this is a very unique and gifted set of girls that we have this year. And just simply that, as long as we do the things that we set in place as our goal, the sky's the limit. And as our captain has said, we are really, as of lately, our practices have gotten better. We're gelling, we're bonding, the energy is high, the intensity is high. They're communicating, they're smiling, it's fun. I told you the other day, games are supposed to be fun, so let's have fun. So I think that as long as we keep those things in our focus or in our forefront, along with our discipline, our accountability, and those pillars that we live by, then I think we'll get sick.
Okay. These pillars are important. Go ahead, Sophie. What's your final thoughts? Anything you want to say to your peers, to your athletes coming up behind you, mom and dad, whatever. Final thoughts. Any final thoughts?
I think if we keep working together, we'll do good. Get to stay disciplined and motivated. We'll be fine.
You tend to stay motivated pretty much all the time.
Yes.
You're a very motivated individual. I have the pleasure of getting to see you every day, so I know you're always motivated. Now you got to make sure that everybody else can do that too.
Yes.
Captain?
I think the same thing, like just stay motivated and then just know when to get focused and get serious when it is game time. And even during practice, I think that's what we're still need to learn a little bit, like how you practice is how you play. And I think just learning that and putting that into our practice, I think after we'll be good.
Perfect. Yeah.
I agree with them both on working hard, pushing practice, disciplining yourself, and I also what they've been telling us recently is to take it personal. So take it personal in practice, games, and schoolwork. Anything, just try and push yourself and see things as a competition towards yourself. To
That's the
have a
only
better
thing that matters,
perspective.
right? You can beat the you from yesterday today, then you won. You won the day.
That's it.
When's your next game?
It's during break.
January the
January.
4th.
January 4th.
So what time?
It's a tournament, right?
It's a tournament.
It's a tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, all day.
Are you gonna go?
Is it here? Where is it?
I'm not sure where it is, but
You're gonna
Yeah,
be there, right? You're gonna be
hey.
there.
How do we drop the location if you don't know where it is?
well, Kimber is so much of Kimber. She really is like a glue. Like she kind of just holds us together. And if I could give a shout out, Kimber does excellent. She holds us together. She glues us together. As a head coach, I believe everyone needs a Kimber. She does it.
Aw, that's
Like
sweet.
she lets us know what we should be. She keeps us on path. So the answer to your question is Coach Kimber knows.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this very special session today. I want you to come out and check us out. If you need a place that loves kids and wants to give them their best future, come out and check us out, 4802 Vance Jackson Road, Somerset Academy Collegiate. We'll have another special guest performance here from our boys' high school team, so stick around. If you hear any pitter patter on your roof this coming week, don't call the police. You might just have a basketball in your stocking. Have a great day, everybody. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.